Alright, let's jump into it and get things started. So, yeah, I'm just going to completely wing this. This is just a bit of like an update video. It's been a very long time since I posted a video. I've done a few streams, but I'm going to try and update you all. I will talk about leagues briefly later in the video, but this is mostly just going to be a bit of an update on the iron progress, collection logging, all that stuff, because it's been a while, and you know, I may pick up in future, we'll have to see. So I hope I'm not spoiling too much right now. I think the last video I left off was probably when I got a Zammy Hill, which is a long time ago. That was like just after T-Ware release, about a year and a half ago, or 15 months ago, whatever. So, I think the first thing to get out of the way, just because I will spoil it otherwise, is I maxed. I'm a lot over max at this point, but you know, that happened. I did that beginning of 2023. I was like, I just kind of passively got close to collection logging stuff, and I finished off like last few levels. And yeah, I've always missed having a max cape because it's been a while since I've had one, and it makes my life so much easier for doing clues and PVM and everything else. So got that out of the way. Next thing, oh, I don't even know where to start next. I guess I will just jump to the collection log. My collection log is currently at 987, just short of 1,000. I'm still holding back on a lot of stuff, but I've also cashed in on quite a bit as well. So obviously there's various green logs. I'm not going to bore you with the details, mostly because I can't remember what was previously shown, but there's stuff there. Obviously I've done some raids. Just spelled this one. This Ancestral Top I actually got pretty recently. The Dinsbull work I got beginning of the year. And obviously there's some CMKC. I have done some clues. I think if I do this one, it shows my totals. So I think in the last video I hadn't actually started properly doing clues, because I was still waiting on the last master clue step. Obviously I ended that video getting the clue step. I think I might have been missing a Xeric full helm back then as well. But that's done. I can open clues freely as I want, but that's not quite the case as well, which I'll explain later on. Mini games I've done, honestly I don't think they've changed that much since I started them. The one thing I have done, which was just a bit of a goof, was I cashed in my Trouble Brewing. I've kind of slowly worked on that with the 25-minute logout timer. I had it stacked for ages, and I'm like, yeah, let's just buy it. There's lots of other stuff I'm holding back on still though. I think my Volcanic Mine got ungreen logged as well because of this thing, but whatever. And then with other, yeah, whatever, I'll just kind of run you down what I have done. I'll kind of make this into like a semi-bank video, I guess, because it will explain what I've done to you. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the clues. I don't think this reveals anything. So I have opened most of my clues. Most of these, it's like I just feel like getting a collection log, and I'll open some caskets. I'm quite low on these right now. I still have yet to open my elites. Video clues elite in the chat. I think I've probably misclicked one more, or maybe two more since I last made a video, but I've not intended to open them, and I've been thinking about going for 1,000 of these and to see where it goes. This is mostly my gear tab, or at least my collection log tab. It's got random stuff. What is new? I guess you probably saw green log forestry, so that's done. Most of this is fairly normal stuff. Anyway, back to the beginning of the year. So I started the year out with, that was the wildy updates. I did quite a bit of wildy stuff. Let's on this page again. I did a lot of wildy stuff, starting with Callisto. Obviously I am still very dry in the Voidbreaker hill. I've spent a decent chunk of this year doing wildy slayer, going for Voidbreaker pieces on and off, so I don't have the RTO one. Where's this one? I was looking for Calvarian, but again, I don't have the Calvarian one, but I've done that one a little less because I just do these on slayer tasks, so it goes much faster. And the spindled very nice, isn't it? There we go. I do have 2 of these Voidbreaker gems. I'm still missing the ring, and obviously I do want the pet. So a passive grind I did last year. We're doing last year. Passive grind I did last year, and we'll do it now this year in 2024. Will be sort of more Worldly Slayer, try and get all the pets, try and green log it, and of course that comes with Revenants. Completely lost my train of thought in that last clip. Let's do it. So yeah, obviously I have 2 Revenant weapons so far, which is one of my big motivations through the wilderness. With these I can do most of the wilderness bosses. Obviously Spindle isn't ideal, but I have the bow. And Calvarian, honestly, it's so easy that any crush weapon's fine, so I'm not too bothered about not having a chain mace for that. So hopefully I'll get this all these 2 willies there. I might have actually, I've no idea where Lauren's keys are, but if I search Lauren, I've not opened my Lauren's keys yet either. So that is a nice little stack building, which I'll hopefully save for when I'm done with willies there, whenever that may be. But we'll see if I'm patient with that. What else have I done this year? I've gotten the fox pet, which I'm super proud of. I don't know what XP I was on last time I recorded, but I was going for the beaver for a long time. It took me about 62 XP to get, and obviously with green log and forestry I got like the nice little cute pet. I absolutely adore it. It was fun. I guess I got a bit of recency bias, so I've had a bit of a slow year. I've been doing other stuff, real life stuff, whatever. So I have been taking things a bit easier this year. So I haven't done much things like Desert Treasure 2 bosses. I've not really had much in the way of upgrades, although I have been doing sort of casual progressing as used to throughout the account. However, I've picked things up quite a bit more recently, and I suppose one notable thing was the Ancestral Top, which I think I showed earlier in the collection log. As well as the Ancestral Top, I actually got something else the exact same day, which was I finally got my Boffer, which, where are we at? It's the Gauntlet. I actually got the pet around 820 KC, and I got the Boffer, must be 851. I can't remember if I did a back-to-back or not, but yeah, that's kind of crazy because that was holding my account back for so long. And most recently I've been sending lots of Chambers of Xeric. I am doing challenge modes. My aim for 2024 on this regard, just get out there now, is I kind of want to get to 25% of all of the capes. So obviously that's 500 CMs, 500 top, and 500 TOM. However, I'm happy to mix and match, as long as there's about 1500 total. And in addition to that, I also want to get the LMS kit, which I think is in mini games. So right now I've been doing a bunch of LMS casually. I'm not the best, I'm okay. So 25% of that would be 250 wins as well. So about 1500 raids, 250 LMS wins is my goal for the end of 24. Next up, just to cycle back in my crazy brain, back to the Boffer. The first thing I did when I got the Boffer, and I surprised myself when I did this, was I went in the Inferno. Something I wasn't sure I would ever do. Not because I can't do it, but I get like pretty severe nerves and stuff. It just makes me very ill. I don't like to do it, honestly. But truth be told, I surprised myself. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, after 2 days of progress, I got the cape. Honestly, it was not that difficult. I had to learn a bit and get used to it because I've only done it in leagues previously. So the Zuck was always fine, but the waves are very different in leagues because you can just kind of like steam through them in there. So yeah, that is my biggest updates recently, I guess. And I probably spoiled something else I have in Inquisitor Mace, which I don't even know what to say about that. That was a complete goof, but it's still a big upgrade. I literally was like, I'm going to do some Fasani Nightmare for fun. I did a couple of KC at the time, and I got the mace. I still need to go back and get a tablet to make clues and stuff easier, and I will slow grind that. But there's much more important things for me to slow grind right now, like next, which I've got absolutely nothing from. And yeah, that's all stuff for this year. what else is there to say? I guess I'll do the leagues ramble now, shall I? So leagues, I've had a lot of people ask about leagues videos and, you know, if I'm going to do them, all that stuff. And I was going to make a video right before leagues release, basically saying, I've had it planned for like a year, and the title was going to be, I'm not going to win the Trailblazer 2 League, which is the opposite of my last video in Trailblazer League. Sorry, my last video in Shattered Relics League, where I said I was going to win it. I never really planned on competing in this one. Obviously, I went very, very, very hard in Shattered Relics. I can't really express how much time went into that, and it's very draining, and obviously, you know, you can't work alongside doing that. At least I could at the time, but I can't now. So I was like, I didn't really want to do that again. It was like a one-time deal to commit that hard. And I was like, I'm not going to do Trailblazer, so like whatever. And then it was like announced, and I was like, well, this is disappointing, you know, waited this long just to get told it's a rerun. That's kind of a bit of a cop-out. And then as time got closer and closer, obviously I'm in the Leagues clan, I can shot somewhere, in the Leagues clan, and I was like, the hype started to grow, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll do it for a bit of fun. And, you know, the day before came, I was like, screw it, I'll plan a bit. The 2 hours before came, it was kind of fun to plan a route. I had a vague idea. For context, I was very much in the Kandarin Desert Remnant gang, which many people are. So I did it a bit. I wasn't super try-harding, and then after a week, I was like starting to catch up. And I think I peaked at rank 2 briefly. And then I got to rank 2, and I had a bit of retrospective, what's the word? A bit of an epiphany, that's the word. I had a bit of an epiphany, and I was like, honestly, this isn't worth it. I could see from very early on, my regions were not good enough. The league was very fast paced. Like, you know, even after like a week and a half, I was 80% done with tasks. And I could see by week 4, week 5, tasks were going to be fully completed, like not even close to the end of the league. And my regions did not have the points to hold up. This is mostly my fault for many reasons. Firstly, I definitely got baited by the whole Kandarin Desert Femnic thing. Kandarin especially. I was like, oh, I want to go mage, because I didn't really want to do melee again. I was like, I want to go mage. I need the Tom, I need the occult, which a lot of people thought. And that massively held me back. And then obviously Kandarin sucked, and while I counted up all the points beforehand, I was like, oh, all the regions are not too different. Kandarin was a bit lower, but honestly, Kandarin was not that bad on paper. It wasn't till a few days into the league where I really fine-combed the tasks, and I realised how many combat achievement tasks they were, and that's something I did not account for. Like, I accounted for things like Mahogany Home, Asgarnia, and other global tasks being technically region locked, but I did not count combat achievements, which is a big oversight on my part. And that also led to, like, when I was starting to get towards rank 2, where I was like, yeah, I just don't have the points. And in addition, like, I'm not the best PVMer. Like, obviously I can do Inferno and stuff. I can do quite a lot. I'm not bad, but I'm not like a hardcore PVMer. I'm very much a generalist. I enjoy collection logs and stuff of all types, not just PVM. So this isn't really my cup of tea, not my league, and ultimately that pushed me on the road to quitting. The last thing that really made me quit was, one of the grinds I had to do was the Duke. That's a very specific grind, but it's a grind I've not done on this account yet. So I was like, why would I do it in the league, since most of the bosses are like running around prepping the potions and stuff when I haven't done it mid-game. So basically at that point I quit on the spot. I ran over here and I started doing Duke on the main game straight away. I'm not got anything yet, but I'm basically at the league's KC, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, it's very rambly, but that is the gist of it. So I did that, and then I did the Chambers, got the Ancestral, then I got the Boffer, then I got the Inferno Cape. Then I've been doing CMs, then I got the Inquisitor Mace, and I've mostly just been doing CMs since then. And that is about where I'm at. I'm so bad at this. I'm not even good at this, whatever. As sort of a final takeaway, I might do some streaming. I did heavily consider it. I was like, let's just stream some progress. It's kind of chill. But I didn't want to do it in the middle of the league because everyone's looking for league content. So, you know, once the league ends, maybe I'll stream here on YouTube, who knows. And then I may release a video or two. I definitely plan on doing the 1,000 Elite Clue video, but it's not something I hard focus on, so realistically that is like at least a year away. I probably average like 1 to 2 Elite Clues per day. Obviously big PVM days I can get like 5 to 10, and then slow days I might get none, so yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed the ramble. For those who have stayed, I hope you all enjoy 2024, and yeah, look at my fox, it's cute.